Hey everybody, welcome back to one of my Hmong Shaman documents. This is my video log number 11. Um, in this video I want to explain to you guys about some of the things that I have experienced ever since I became a shaman and some of the experiences that I have dealt with when I'm in my rituals. A lot of people have been asking me questions too about how it does it feel and um, how I'm supposed to do things, and if I see stuff like that. So I'm going to explain a lot of different things in this video. This video is not gonna. I'm not gonna have any clips or slides of my journey, but I'm just going to explain things and some answers to you guys for a few of the questions that you guys have asked me. So, how does it feel like when I'm going to perform my rituals? So, whenever I'm going to perform my rituals, um, I when I don't do it for someone and I just do it for, say, like my house, or say I'm kind of like in a practice stage, a practice day. um, I don't get nervous. Myself, I'm very calm, and when I do it, I just take my time to feel my body shake. My body would feel tingly. It usually starts around my knees. It will start to tingle, and then it'll go up to my hands before I start shaking. When I do my rituals for other people that ask me to help them, I get kind of nervous. I feel like I'm very nervous, and what happens is I shake very, very uncontrollable. I always start on my knees, and it goes into my to my arms and to my hands. I don't I don't force myself to shake anything like that. I know some people, they kind of force themselves to kind of to shake in order to start the ritual, but I believe it's better to just wait. It doesn't matter if you wait a long time or not. You just want to wait until it comes to you, um, because when that happens, then it feels like your shaman guides are more willing to take you on the journey and guide you. Now, if you kind of force them to go, you force yourself to shake, then it feels like they're very lazy and you're just kind of forcing them to do things when they don't really want to do it. So, when I don't do it for a very long time, say I do it usually once every week on Wednesdays, and when I don't do it a lot and I wait 2 3 weeks, um, there are times where I actually kind of forget about my go name, okay, my song that I sing. So what I tend to do a lot is I kind of go back and forth and back and forth, but as I'm singing my go name, my song, it, some of the stuff that I forget will pop up and pop up and pop up for me to remember to speak it, or to call on those guides. So when I'm doing my ritual, um, sometimes I open my eyes and sometimes I close my eyes. It's just really how I feel. There's times where, I just want to keep it open to see how things are, and sometimes my eyes just get tired and I just close my eyes. But there's a difference when I do both of them, or one or the other. So when I close my eyes in my ritual and I perform my ritual, um, to me, when I'm calling my guides, my guides, you gotta call them in pair. Uh, I question myself about why I have to call them in pair, or why you have to call them in pair. It's because there's always an up and there's always a down. There's always a left and there's always a right. There's always a mirror image, a good and a bad. So there is always a boy and there's always a girl. So if you call the girl, then you gotta call the boy. If you call the good, then you gotta call the bad. You know, the opposite are kind of like, you know, nia and tong, gu te lo, or you know, de gu de jie, de gu de chia, or ju ning ju yai. You know, there's a lot of opposites, and when you call them, you have to call the opposite of it. When I close my eyes and I call my guide to come, I kind of, what I see is more like an imagination is what I can kind of explain it. It's kind of like an imagination. It's not like I see something with my eyes, because all I can really see with my eyes is just you know, blank. It's just blank in my eyes when I have my eyes closed. Um, you know, it's kind of like you're daydreaming. It's kind of like you're daydreaming um, with your eyes closed, or it's kind of like you're dreaming. It's kind of you're sleeping and you're dreaming, but you're still conscious. You know, things will play in your mind, kind of like a movie. You know, it's kind of like if you watched a movie before, you can kind of remember how the movie goes and how it plays in your mind. But when I'm doing my rituals, it's not the same movie all the time. It's always a new movie, and those movies are not always the same. So there's always new things that are just constantly coming and coming and coming and coming. Let's see. So when I call my guides, in my I'll say my imagination or my movie, I kind of see a couple. I see like a company, like a building, a company that I work in, and I'm the supervisor, and they're my employees. And I would ring the bell, you know, dong dong dong, and then I will call them and say, hey, it's time to come. You know, bring your shoes, bring your you know, your hat, bring the silver, bring the gold, bring the books, bring the tools, a sword. You know, I would gather them and say, hey, I need you guys to bring this. You come here. You know, the girl will stay in the front, and then behind the girl will be the guy. You try to order them in like a single file line, or you gotta group them up properly. Otherwise, they're not gonna go in the right direction. So I kind of see that in my imagination whenever I'm calling my shaman guys. Um, that's the same too as when I'm gonna go and um, you know, check to see what's wrong with other people. So in my process, what I mainly do is I usually call all my guides, and then after I call my guides, I will go I will go to that person that I'm trying to help. I will go to their house, and I will go to speak with their guardians of their house. In Hmong, we will call those um, um, and some people they like to call it siga, siga I call it siga ball. But the Yiran Yihuan Yijun Yizang is what you call them, and you would talk to them first and tell them that you're going to clean the house, and then after you get done cleaning the house, um, you gotta tell them that you're gonna go and help the family that lives with them, which is their mom or their sons, their daughters, you know, their mom, their dad, and so on. So when I have my eyes closed and I'm doing a ritual for people, and I get to the part where I'm asking one of my guides to kind of investigate, or to kind of scope out what's wrong with that person. I would, for example, I would say, in English, I would say, you know, the girl and the guy that has my binoculars, to scope out, go and scope out the mother of this family. See if they're a tall family. See, I want you to go and scope out the mother of the tall family right here to see what's wrong with this person. And then you'd say, is this person sick? Is this person, did she lose her spirit? Is she sad? Is she possessed? Did she get into issues with a ghost? Did she go and lose her spirit in the forest, the water, outside in the field, the garden? And when I start to chant my rituals to go and scope out the issues, see if there is an issue. An example would be like, let's say I was scoping out the mother. The mother say she likes to go and hunt. There would be an imagination of me seeing this lady in the forest. Okay, it would be a lady, if you can picture in your head, a lady in the forest, and she's sitting next to a tree and she's crying. Okay, she's crying, and you can have the imagination like a movie. You can just imagine seeing someone on the ground crying like that. So then you know to yourself that, okay, well, I'm seeing an old lady or lady next to the forest or inside the forest, and she looks like she's sad. So you kind of know to yourself that, okay, well, this person, maybe she lost her spirit in the forest. Okay, then what I would do is I would go and I would ask the lady. Okay, I'll say, why are you here? Okay, why are you sleeping here? Why are you not going home? Why did you come here for? And if she's hunting, then I would say that she would be like, she make like a sign, like a shooting sign, or she will give me a sign to show me that she was hunting or she was looking for food. So then I would know that, okay, well, you kind of decipher all of, oh, she's probably hunting, and then she probably lost her spirit, meaning that something probably frightened her. That's why her spirit was stuck there. Now if, let's say, she tripped in the forest, you can have the imagination of a woman sitting in the forest, and she's holding on to her leg. So then you can kind of decipher that and think to yourself, why is she doing that? Well, it's probably because she tripped over something and she lost her spirit. So that's what I kind of see in my imagination. Now, when I have my eyes open, then it's a little bit different. When I look ahead at my altar, all I see is just a bright yellow light in front of me. So I don't know how it is towards other people, but my candle that I have lighting up on my altar, that always has to be on. That cannot die. The candle always has to stay on, because if the candle is not on, I get really, really, really worried. I feel that I cannot find my way back home. I can't find my way back to where I started. So all I see is a candle, and as I chant and I call my spirit guides to come gather, I don't have an image, an imagination, or like a movie playing in my head of them in a company, or they're coming together grabbing certain things. I get a lot of what I get are kind of like gut feelings. I get feelings that kind of push me to say things, and they push me to kind of have certain feelings. So when I'm searching to see, scoping out to see what's wrong with someone with my eyes open, it seems like I get everything from my gut. Um, if there was someone that I was scoping out with my eyes open, that, like, let's give an example, that was a woman that got lost over in the forest, I would ask my couple, the woman and the guy that has a binoculars that scopes them out. I would ask them, is it because they went to the forest? Is it because they went to the water? Is it because they went to the field? And then, for some reason, when I ask, is it because they went to the forest, I would get like a very weird feeling, kind of like you get like a zap. Sometimes it feels like you get a jolt or a zap in your body, or when you try to ask if it's because they got stuck in a forest, you won't be able, for some reason, something weird would happen, and you would not be able to ask if it's because of that. So then it would make you ponder to yourself, why is it that I can't ask that? And you'll be like, okay, well, maybe the issue is that. So then you will try to ask again. Say, is it because this person went into the forest and lost their spirit? And then boom, you'll be like, yep, exactly. That's what's wrong. You get that gut feeling, that feeling that's saying that is what's wrong. That's how it feels when I have my eyes open. Say if I'm searching, scoping out to see what's wrong with an individual. So, have I ever seen ghosts when I had my eyes closed or my eyes open? So when I have my eyes open, I don't see the ghost. Okay, I don't see the ghost in front of me because all I can see is a small little area in front of me, along with my altar right in front of me. But then I can sense their presence. So I like to describe human beings. Let's say human beings, or a living object, as a ball of living energy that's trapped inside a capsule, a shell, which is your body, your skin. Like an ant has a small little life energy trapped in its body. It needs the energy to function. We need energy to function, such as our blood, or food, or we refill our energy by eating like that. We don't eat, we die. So you can say that ghosts are life energy that do not have a shell, because they do not have the capability of staying inside the shell. So then instead of that, they just pass through. So when I do my rituals with my eyes open, I can actually sense ghosts next to me. There was one time where I was doing my ritual, and I got to this part, and I sensed something very, very, very strong sitting next to me when I was doing my jingle bell. It felt like there was this demon sitting next to me. I couldn't see it. I can look to the left, look to the right, and I couldn't see anything. But I can feel a very, very strong, evil, demonic feeling, right? Energy just next to me. It was so strong, like I even got goosebumps right now just talking about. But it was so strong that I can shape out the body structure, the hair, the eyes, the face, everything. So it was like a human being demon. And what I sensed that demon was doing was, I was looking for like this, and the demon was next to me right here, and I can sense the demon just staring at me like this, looking right at my face, just right at my face right here, just looking at me right here, staring at me like this. And then when I'm doing my rituals, or when you're doing your rituals, they want to, your master and them will tell you to not be scared. Because if you do that, then I believe you can lose some of your huning. I don't know exactly how, but that's what I believe. So I can totally sense it, and I remember a master saying to me that if ever I experience these kind of problems, issues, where there's demons or ghosts, or I feel that my table is slippery, or I'm gonna fall over, then I have to call my spirit guides, my shaman guides, that are the strongest ones. Okay, I have the lightning, obviously, because I'm a elemental shaman, Ning Saw. I have, the elephants. I have the ones that carry my knives, my swords. I have the dragons. I have 2 pair of dragons, and I have a few couples that are strong. So then I started to chant my those strong ones to come to help me. And right after I started chanting those, my strong shaman guides, I started feeling the energy slowly dissipating. So that's how it feels like when I have my eyes open and there's ghosts. So now when I have my eyes closed and I see ghosts, it's different. So it's like a movie, okay? Like I told you guys and I explained to you guys, it's like a movie. It's like an imagination. So when I get to certain parts of my ritual, say I'm trying to save someone, okay? And say if this person went to the water and lost her spirit at the water. Or let's say the mountain. She went to a hill, a really high hill. And monsters, jaw, okay? They like to stay in these, they like to live around these weird locations, such as open fields, water, the sandbanks, hills, mountains, open areas in the forest, side of forests. They like to live in these weird areas. There was this one time when I was doing a ritual for someone, and I was doing it with my eyes closed. All of a sudden, when I was trying to see what was wrong with the person, in my imagination, out of the blue, okay, your imagination is something that you can imagine the unthinkable. You can put an image together how you want to put it, okay? So when I was doing it, this image of the ghost was not something that I just put together. This image was just something that just popped up in my brain like that. Popped up in my imagination without even thinking how it looked like, what color or what shape or what size. It just popped up. Kind of frightening. But I had to be strong. Which you could call so I went and I obviously knew that it was in Hmong you call it jaw. Okay? Zinto jaw nu, that's what you call it. So I knew it was one of those because you can see that there's a hill, and then you can see there's a ghost. This ghost, it was, see if I can draw for you guys good. So this ghost was very strange looking. Okay. I've never seen this thing ever before, okay? But for some odd reason, I just had this weird imagination of this demon. Okay, I'll call it a demon. Yeah, I'll call it a demon because to me it was scary as hell. Okay, give me a second. So, I'm not an artist, but the demon that I saw in my my imagination looked something like this. Okay, the body was all black. It was all black. Its horn was kind of like a bull horn, where it was black, but it was a little bit brown. Black here, curly here. His eyes were all black. Okay, and his eyes had blood dripping down of his eyes, and his mouth was all bloody. Very, very sharp teeth. So this is something that I've actually seen in my imagination. Let's say imagination, but these imaginations that I feel are they're very, very strong. Okay, it's a very strong imagination, as if I would see in real life. You know, there's been times, it's kind of like a dream. There's dreams that I've had that was, I could see so clear. Okay, that I started having issues with my dream. I started to like I explained once before in my videos, I started to get my dreams confused with my reality. My memory of my dreams and my memories of reality started all mixing up because they're all so true. I mean, they all seem so true. So this imagination that I have of this ghost or this demon, it seemed like it was so true. It seemed like I would open my eyes and it seemed like I've seen this monster somewhere before, and I opened my eyes and I just saw him again, like a movie, you know? Sure. So then I saw this demon and I asked him, I said, you know, you have to be nice. You gotta say, oh, you know, I'm not here to cause problem. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to yell, to argue. I'm a very nice person. You know, are you a friend or are you a master? Okay, you would say, Mong, Goyango Shedan do Shehu, Doji upload Doji Wondu, Doji Mo Doji Pen. Okay? Me Pong you ko yin la ko ya da. You know, you say it like that to him. And obviously you know yourself that, yeah, dude, this guy is a fucking ghost. Okay? You know it. But you gotta be nice. And then this ghost, obviously, in my imagination, will give me sign language. I get a lot of sign language. The ghost would be either pointing at like certain things, or the ghost would be giving me sign language, saying that it doesn't like a certain thing, it wants a certain thing, or it wants you to get out, or it wants you to do something from. Okay, and then when it tells you these things, if these things you need to tell the people around you, then you can tell them, okay, well, let me tell these people outside then, and we'll fix it up for you. So that's how it is when I see ghosts with my eyes closed. Pretty messed up, pretty scary. But now when I do my rituals, I do it half open, half closed, half open, half closed, because I feel like I can sense the issue more when I have my eyes closed, because I can just see it all in my mind, you know. So, do I get tired when I do my rituals? There's times that I do get tired, because I'm kind of overweight, I'm obese. There's times where I feel like I can't breathe because I'm too fat. But then, after a while, it just seems that you kind of just catch along with that pace. Okay, you just catch on that rhythm, kind of like you're jogging. If you have good breathing, then you don't get tired. So you don't get that tired. Okay, if you get tired a lot, then that means that I believe that means that one, you don't have all your shaman guides down here, or two, you probably have to look for a new master. Okay? But when I'm doing my rituals, there are times where I have to sneeze. Okay? There are times where I have to blow my nose. And then there are times where I get sweat in my eyes and it stains my eyes. So these things are, physical. They're not mental. They're not spiritual. They're all physical. Okay. So when there are people around me, and I'm performing rituals, do I get nervous? Yes, I do get nervous. I get very nervous when there's another fellow shaman that's listening to me, because it makes me feel that they're judging me. They're judging me, saying that, oh, this person is not good. He's not even doing this right. He's saying this wrong. His words don't really make sense. And then in Hmong they'll say, "你都係路智明嚟誒，聽了聽住咗添." So it gets kind of nervous and it gets kind of embarrassing. But you want to try to just ignore them and believe to yourself that everybody is different. Every shaman is different. There's no same shaman. Okay? Everybody is different. And then lastly, when you're performing your rituals, don't be afraid to try new things. If you do not push yourself to a new level, you're never going to achieve that level. When you push yourself to try something new, say if it's a new something you start to understand, it's a core, okay, a shaman guy that you finally understand what the name is, try it. Because when you try it once, the next time you try it, it's gonna feel like you've always known it already. So don't be afraid to try something new. Okay? Keep pushing yourself. Don't get stuck doing the same thing over and over, because the way of a shaman is never ending. You're always going to be training, you're always going to be learning, and you're never ever gonna be done until the day you're done. So here are some of the things that I just wanted to explain to you guys, and some of the questions that I just want to answer you guys. Any other questions, just let me know. I will try to explain as much as I can, and I will only explain based off of my own personal experience, okay, and what I know. Because some things you just can't believe it until you see it, and some things you just can't believe it until it happens to you. So good luck to all you guys. Thank you.